Okay, welcome back. So, this is an advanced function on page 4 of Lab 3.1 for our class. And so this is going over like an advanced function that uses structures and if-let statements. And I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video about this one. So we're going to define a structure and call it treasure. This is like loot, like a bunch of treasure. So maybe I'll call it, no, I'll just call it treasure. But it could be like a bag with a bunch of gold in it and maybe a magic sword. So it could have a lot of different items. So we're going to make a variable, call it items. And that's just going to be an array of strings for now. Ultimately, you would do this a little different. You might make a structure for each item as well. So, and then there'll be the total value associated with this treasure. So this is kind of, again, this is relating to the assignment, and the assignment is meals in the book, and it's talking about these are the meals and how many calories is that meal worth, stuff like that. So I kind of refactored this assignment a little bit. I'm doing it my own way, a little bit slightly differently, but it still works out just fine. So now I'm going to make a variable and call it level 1 treasure. And I'm going to use that structure we just made. And here are the items that we got to pass into it. And then here's the total value. We'll say the total value is, I don't know, 1230, 1,230. We'll say that's gold pieces just for fun. And let's say it's got a, I don't know, an amulet. It's got a bar of gold and a knapsack. Okay, so now we made level 1 treasure. Let's make a couple other level treasures and save you some time. I'll just copy and paste some of those in that I made. So now I've got level 2 treasure. It's got some coal and dirt, milk, total value 1. And level 3 treasure, ooh, it's got a +1 sword. That's nice. All right, so now we have our different treasures. Like this could be breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm going to make another variable and call it all treasure. Now this is going to be a little different because I want to put all the different treasures in there, but I also want to make it easier for me to find them by giving them a key. So let's make a key, because it's level 1, level 2, level 3, let's do 1 of type level 1 treasure. Oops. Level 1 treasure. And then the second one's going to be 2. So what I'm actually making is a dictionary here. So all treasure is a dictionary with keys and values. The key is the number, and then the value is actually a treasure object. So if you wanted to be specific, you could, if you hold down the Alt key and click on something, it'll tell you essentially what it is. See, it's this. It's an array with ints and treasures. You can even copy that, I think, and plunk it in like that. So that's making it more specific about what all treasures is. Now we can see that. But, Swift will just infer what type it is, so you don't have to type that out. Okay. Now that we've got like our treasures, now we get to the function. So let's say we want to make a function, call it get treasure. And the function is going to take a parameter. I'm going to put it inside of here. And the parameter is going to be level. Int. So now we can pass the level, what level it is, into this function. Now how do we get a treasure? So what I want to do is I want to pass what level it is and then look at all the treasures and return back the appropriate treasure. So we want to return a treasure. Okay? It's going to yell at me because we're not returning anything yet. So let's make that return statement. You don't have to do all kinds of fancy stuff because it's a dictionary in there, and it's kind of easier to parse through it. It's kind of easier to find stuff. So we can say all treasure, and then we're going to look for the level in there. Okay, so let me run through this again. Now I got a function. It's taking a number in, and it's returning a treasure. And we're saying return all treasures at this key that you're passing in. So if we pass it in 1, then it should return this. If we pass it in 2, it should return this, yada, yada, yada. Let's see if it works. So let's just try to print it first. Print get treasure level 1. Okay, there it is. It's actually working. It looks like a mess down here, right? Well, why does it look like a mess? Well, because it's an optional, first of all. So let's deal with that. We deal with that by doing an if-let statement. So let's do if-let confirm treasure equal, yeah, and then we just pass our get treasure in there. Get treasure level 1. And now we can, instead of printing this actual function, we're going to print the confirmed treasure in here. Boom, there you go. Now we're passing a treasure in there. Let's say you wanted to print just the items. Well, then you can do confirm treasure dot items. That stuff is available because it's a structure. So here are the things we can use inside of it. So if you want to just print the items, or maybe the value, then you can do that. Or we can do both. Let's throw items up here. Not time. Item. Not time. Items. And total value. So there you go. You can pause, rewind, watch it again and again. It's going to be your favorite video of all time, I'm sure. So subscribe to our channel, Cracking Code with Dave on YouTube, and or if you're watching this on a different source, then thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.